The concept of aliens is a weird one. Some vehemently believe in them, while others do their best to deny. But in this massive universe, there has to be some form of life somewhere, right? In today's video, we're about to delve into 6 real photos that might just prove aliens exist. Ilkley Moor alien photo. This story has everything: a misty moor, a mysterious creature, and a photo that has puzzled experts for decades. Back in December 1987, a retired police officer named Philip Spencer decided to take a walk through the Ilkley Moors in Yorkshire, England. The moors are known for their eerie beauty, rolling hills covered, and as a former policeman, Spencer was curious and maybe a bit skeptical. He set out early, the mist hanging low, giving the landscape an otherworldly feel. As he walked along a lonely path, something caught his eye. Ahead of him stood a small, strange figure. It wasn't like anything he'd ever seen before. The creature had large, almond-shaped eyes, a big head, and long arms with just 3 fingers on each hand. Its feet were V-shaped with only 2 toes. It didn't have a nose, just a small mouth, and its skin had a greenish hue. For a moment, Spencer was frozen. The creature seemed to notice him too. It raised one of its hands, almost like it was gesturing for him to stay away. Instinct kicked in, and Spencer lifted his camera and snapped a photo. Before he could get any closer, the craft rose silently into the sky and disappeared into the clouds. Feeling a mix of shock and excitement, Spencer looked at his watch. That's when he noticed something odd. It was hours later than he thought. What had felt like a few minutes had somehow been much longer. Confused, he started making his way to the nearest village. On his way, he realized another strange thing. The compass he was carrying wasn't pointing north anymore. Instead, the needle was stuck, pointing south, no matter how he turned it. All these oddities combined made him feel uneasy. Once he reached the village, Spencer told his story to anyone who would listen. Some people were skeptical, thinking he might have misseen something in the mist. Others believed him, knowing the Moors had a reputation for the unexplainable. Manipulation. But that only deepened the mystery. If the photo was genuine, what exactly had Spencer captured? Still troubled by the missing time and vivid dreams that followed the encounter, Spencer decided to undergo hypnosis to see if he could unlock any hidden memories. Under hypnosis, more details emerged. Spencer recalled being taken aboard the alien craft. He described the interior: bright lights, smooth surfaces, and other beings similar to the one he saw on the moor. He remembered the aliens communicating with him, though not through words. They showed him images of war, destruction, and environmental disasters, a sort of warning about the path humanity was on. But there was something else, a piece of information or a vision they shared with him that he felt he couldn't talk about. Even under hypnosis, he refused to reveal this secret, saying 50 in Wiesbaden, Germany. The image has sparked decades of debate, conspiracy theories, and a whole lot of head-scratching. The photograph in question depicts 2 unidentified military officers flanking a diminutive humanoid figure. This strange being appears to have a breathing apparatus attached to its mouth, almost like an oxygen mask. The grainy quality of the old photograph adds to the mystery, making it hard to discern fine details. However, some observers have pointed out that the creature's posture suggests its hands might be tied behind its back, giving the impression that it's under some form of custody or control. Now here's where things get even more interesting. This photo didn't make its way into the public eye until 1977, a full 27 years after it was supposedly it as concrete evidence that not only do aliens exist, but that they have been in contact with Earth's governments, perhaps even held captive by them. The idea that military personnel were escorting an alien being suggested levels of secrecy and cover-ups straight out of a spy thriller. But hold on a minute. Skeptics have their own take on this enigmatic image. Dig a little deeper and you'll come across claims that the photo is nothing more than an elaborate hoax. According to some sources, the photographer, Hans Scheffler, orchestrated the entire scene. The story goes that Scheffler airbrushed an image of his own son walking alongside two military officers, creating the illusion of an extraterrestrial encounter. This explanation paints the photo as a clever piece of trickery rather than proof of alien life. Had genuine contact with beings from another world, and the hoax story was a convenient cover to maintain secrecy. Adding another layer to the mystery is the context of the times. The early 1950s were steeped in Cold War tensions, and stories of UFOs and alien encounters were capturing public imagination worldwide. Governments were on high alert, and secrecy was often justified in the name of national security. It's not too far-fetched to consider that if such an extraordinary event had occurred, authorities might go to great lengths to conceal it. Furthermore, some point to the technological aspects seen in the photo, the supposed breathing apparatus on the being, for instance. They argue that in 1950, the sophistication required to fabricate such a device for a hoax would have been significant, either for personal amusement or as part of a deeper conspiracy to hide the truth. Dead alien found in Siberia. The story begins in the Irkutsk region of southern Siberia, a place known for its remote wilderness and freezing temperatures. Locals in a small village reported seeing something strange in the sky, a glowing object streaking overhead, shining with pink and blue lights. It wasn't like any aircraft they'd ever seen. Moments later, they heard a loud bang echoing through the countryside. Naturally, this caused quite a stir. People started talking about the possibility of a UFO crash or some kind of unexplained celestial event. In the following days, two young men decided to venture out into the snowy fields near their village. The video they recorded is eerie, to say the least. It shows the supposed alien lying motionless, with a large head and empty eye sockets. Its limbs are thin, and it appears to be about the size of a small child. The surrounding snow is undisturbed, which adds to the mystery. There's no sign of footprints or tracks leading to or from the body. Once the video hit the internet, it spread like wildfire. Websites, forums, and even some news outlets picked up the story. People worldwide were buzzing with excitement and speculation. Was this finally the proof of extraterrestrial life that so many had been waiting for? The timing seemed to line up with the reports of the strange lights and the explosion heard by the villagers. The Russian authority of the video. Some pointed out that the body looked too much like a prop or a doll. They suggested that it could have been a hoax created for attention or as a prank. The fact that the video was uploaded anonymously added to the suspicions. Eventually, the Russian media began reporting that the whole thing was, in fact, a hoax. They claimed that the two young men had confessed to creating the fake alien using breadcrumbs and chicken skin. The materials were molded together to form the body, and the entire setup was staged for the camera. The boys supposedly admitted their prank after being questioned by the authorities, and they even showed how they made the model. So, case closed then, right? Well, not for everyone. Many people remained unconvinced by the official explanation. They argued